This program is brought to you by the Haverty Foundation.
Hi, and welcome to today's program, produced by Teresa's Broadcasting and Production students. I'm Dr. Siobhan May Washington, the president of St. Teresa's Academy, an all-girls Catholic college preparatory academy located between the South Plaza and Brookside neighborhoods. St. Teresa's Academy is the oldest school and Catholic organization in Kansas City. The Academy was founded more than 155 years ago by forward-thinking women, the Sisters of St. Joseph of Carondelet, who knew young women with access to a premier education had the potential to become tomorrow's leaders. The St. Teresa's Broadcast is a student-led production of St. Teresa's Academy. The production is remarkable in many ways. The broadcast and production course is the product of students who had a vision to deliver live daily broadcasts to the St. Teresa's community. The program is the only one in the area currently that delivers a daily live broadcast that's wholly run and managed by students. Every morning, students deliver news and updates to our campus community of approximately 700 students, faculty, and staff. Based on the broadcasting course success, we have decided to share our program with the broader community. Not only will you see firsthand what students have worked so hard to produce, you will also hear about the innovative ways St. Teresa's Academy prepares young women not only to thrive in academics, but also empowers them to change the world. Please enjoy today's broadcast.
Hi, I'm Lisa Zinn.
And I'm Jocelyn Tovar. Coming up on this segment, we will highlight many parts of St. Teresa's Academy.
Yes, very special things, including how STA started, special hidden places in the school, and new innovative programs created by teachers and students.
And I heard something about the bees that are located on campus.
Yes, we have bees, and we will have that and so much more coming up on our segment. Here at St. Teresa's Academy, students are nurtured and guided to become confident, skilled, and caring young women. The leaders of tomorrow are known to leave STA doors with a solid educational and spiritual foundation, knowing they have been a part of a very special tradition.
Before we introduce our first feature, here's our first trivia question in this segment. Let's see if you can answer these questions correctly. The question is, when was St. Teresa's founded? The answer we will share later in the broadcast.
Reporters Rose Olson and Caroline Stuckey looked further into the history behind St. Teresa's Academy and how our campus is connected to our founders that pioneered the education system here in Kansas City, Missouri.
In 1866, the Sisters of St. Joseph of Carondelet established St. Teresa's Academy. The academy, located at 12th and Washington Streets in Kansas City's Quality Hill District, rapidly increased its student body and reputation. By 1909, the sisters had relocated to the school to its current location, a 20-acre site at 5600 Main. Due to the persistent winds that blew across the wide prairies, they gave the campus the name Winmore. The sisters inscribed the words of St. Teresa of Avila and the academy's motto, Dio adjuvante non timenda, which translates to, with the help of God, we need not fear, on the cornerstone of the first of the campus's beautiful buildings. In 1941, the sisters added a second building, Donnelly Hall. The city's first and only women's college was housed here. In 1963, the college moved to the south part of Kansas City and became Avila University. The Copper Center, which was built and opened in 1982, now includes the gymnasium. On the north side of campus, additional facilities like an 8-lane track and a field with artificial turf were installed. In 2011, the Winmore Center, which includes the beautiful chapel of St. Joseph and 4 cutting-edge high-tech classrooms, were added to the campus. Copper Center received a significant expansion during the 2018-2019 academic year, the Makerspace Engineering Lab, and other beneficial educational facilities. Through the artwork construction of the Winmore Building and the St. Joseph Chapel, STA celebrates and symbolizes our founders, the CSJs, in a unique and personal way. STA honors our founders in a variety of ways, but our chapel is a particularly significant aspect of our history, beginning with 6 sisters in Le Puy, France. Some sisters produced ribbon and lace for an income to make money for the group and its mission. They could carry out the work they believed to be God's calling because of this revenue. The sisters founded St. Teresa's Academy in the Quality Hill neighborhood of Kansas City, Missouri in 1866. When the St. Joseph Chapel was built, they used distinctive architecture on the outside of the building to depict the lace that the CSJs made. The lace represents the dedication of the sisters to continue serving the dear neighbor and the work God intended for them. Our history is a proud aspect of our school, and we hope it inspires you as much as it inspires each student here at STA.
Now for the answer to our trivia question is 1866.
That's over 150 years.
That's right, Jocelyn. You're good at math.
Thank you.
Science, technology, engineering, art, and math. Put all of those subjects together and you will get STEAM.
St. Teresa's Academy strives to succeed in the STEAM field, offering many programs to expand the STEAM knowledge of the young women of STA.
The STEAM program is for everyone. Every student that comes to St. Teresa's is part of that program. Our program also encompasses all kinds of things, such as internships, the makerspace, engineering lab, clubs, extracurriculars, really any way that you want to get involved in the STEM and STEAM program, you really can at STA. We also have the makerspace and the engineering lab, which is in the basement of Goppert. There are courses that are taught down there from theatrical design, and they're building sets to scale.
What are some accomplishments that STA has grown this year with the STEM program?
One of the awards is the UMKC STEM Outreach Partner. We were honored with that award specifically with our externship program, which we also have. That program allows juniors and seniors to go out and do some job shadowing. One of our awesome teachers, Sarah Holmes, won STEM Innovative Teacher of the Year for her apiary program that was started by students during intern week. So we now have beehives on campus.
With all of that said, there are even more wonderful opportunities to expand on STEAM at STA. Remember how we were talking about the bees? This is where the bees come in.
I'm Maddie Bolch, and I'm here talking to Mrs. Holmes about the bees here at STA. What are the benefits to having bees?
Well, I think it's a unique program and it gives you a skill that you just don't get at typical schools. But benefits in terms of pollinators, bees are important because they pollinate food crops and but they pollinate flowers as well. So there's lots of different benefits.
And why did you decide to bring bees here to STA?
I had always really wanted to do this, to have beehives that students could work. It was kind of a professional goal of mine, and I was really lucky. I feel lucky to be here at STA because the administration was happy to help me and support me in that endeavor. And so, there's a lot of different reasons. I'm just excited that I get to have students learn something that they wouldn't typically learn in school, and it's a skill they can use their whole life.
And where are the bees located?
They're just right out the door, down the hallway, and they're on top of Donald.
Where can you buy their honey?
So we sold the honey this year. We're online and the Star Shop. And next year we'll probably do the same.
And how do you take care of the bees? Like, what's the maintenance like?
It depends on the season. So typically in the spring and the fall, in the spring you're just managing the hives to make sure that they're not going to swarm. They swarm sometimes when they get too many bees in the hive and they need more room. In the fall you're harvesting honey. In the summer you're just making sure that they don't have any parasites. The winter not so much that you do, but the other times of the year it can be pretty busy.
If you would like to purchase the honey that we harvest here at STA, check out the STA Star Shop or go online at stastars.org to buy a few bottles.
Drilling, sawing, laser cutting, 3D printing. These are all advanced hands-on technologies used in the makerspace. Come along with me as I give you a tour of our amazing place. First, on our left, we have our 3D printers.
Students often use the 3D printing software to create a lot of cool projects for their classes. This laser cutter can be used to create things like puzzles and ornaments. This corner is often frequently utilized for its variety of materials by students.
Over in the engineering lab, we have so many assortments of tools that we can use.
We are lucky to have a space like this for robotics to practice. The makerspace is a great place for the students to collaborate. Students are allowed to come down with permission and work in here and use the given tools. This is one of the most important parts of the makerspace because it allows students to get together and to be creative.
Wow, Amelia, thanks for the tour of our amazing makerspace. Do you have a favorite part of the makerspace?
One of my favorite things is the laser cutter. It is so cool how fast it works, and you can create so many things. Like I said in the video, ornaments, puzzles, and so much more.
We had a special group of students that got a chance to travel to Kansas City to visit us here at the Academy.
That's right. Exchange students from Le Puy, France, of the St. Joseph School, founded by the CSJs in 1850, were paired with St. Teresa's families and attended school for 2 weeks. The exchange program continues to offer STA students an opportunity to travel to the land of the Academy's founders in odd-numbered years.
STA's primary goal is to build global partnerships with the many CSJ-founded schools around the world. We even got an opportunity to meet them, and they even recorded a broadcast in French for the teachers and students back in France. Let's take a look.
We are part of a visiting group from Le Puy, France. Today, we are announcing on the Teresa broadcast channel.
We want to tell you a bit about who we are and how happy we are to be here in Kansas City, Missouri, visiting our sister school, St. Teresa's Academy.
So check out this link to our YouTube channel. We also have all of our live daily announcements uploaded for your viewing pleasure. Our sister school exchange program with St. Joseph School has been vital to continuing the legacy of the CSJ and keeping their charisms and maxims alive.
This leads us into our next portion of the show, the maxim of the day. A maxim is a motivational quote. Here is Julia and Nala with their favorite maxim.
My name is Julia Harbert, and I'm a freshman here at STA.
My name is Nyla Tharp, and I'm also a freshman here at STA.
The maxim we chose is words from the Sisters of St. Joseph.
Live out your life with one desire only, to always be what God wants you to be, in nature, grace and glory, and for time and for eternity.
We think that you should always live up to the standards of God and no one else's.
We chose this maxim because you should always be the best version of yourself that God made you in.
That's the maxim of the day.
Back to you guys.
The Academy Woman is a tradition that dates back over 70 years at STA. The first Academy Woman was awarded in 1949. It is an honor that goes to one member of the senior class each year.
They're going to be leaders, they're going to have great moral character, have good service, be loyal to STA, just all around really great people that exemplify what we want to see in students at STA.
Another very notable award here at STA is the Mother Evelyn O'Neill Service Award, which is also given to a senior of the graduating class each year.
My name is Bella Stockwood, going over everything you need to know about sports here at St. Teresa's Academy. The athletic program here at St. Teresa's provides student athletes with experiences and learning situations outside the classroom that will contribute toward the positive development of the total person. STA provides student athletes with excellent sports-specific and athletic skills, training, team and individual success in athletic competition, and education in good sportsmanship. STA is home to 12 competitive sports throughout the fall, winter, and spring seasons of school. The fall sports include volleyball, softball, cross country, dance, tennis, golf, and esports. The winter sports include basketball, dance, swim, and dive. And lastly, the spring sports include soccer, track and field, lacrosse, and dance. All of these different teams additionally offer excellent coaching staff who will push you to be the best that you can be within whatever sport you choose to play, as well as in life. Participating in STA sports teaches us overall life skills about teamwork, how to relax when upset, and about being a leader.
Hi, my name is Rose Olson.
And I'm Caroline Stuckey. Today we are fortunate enough to be joined by the founder and coach of the St. Teresa's Academy esports team, Mr. Sage Gerritsen. We are also lucky enough to be joined by esports varsity player Izzy Bessenbacher.
We are so excited for you guys to be here with us today, and we are even more excited for us to learn about esports at STA.
So to start off, Coach Sage, could you please give us some background information on esports and how it got started here at STA?
Yeah, I'd love to. Esports is just like video gaming, casual video gaming, except it has more stringent restrictions and more competitive rules. So that makes us have a more baseline, strict baseline for other schools. That way we can all kind of determine who is the best of the best.
We know there are a couple different teams for Mario Kart and Super Smash Bros. Could you go more in depth about what these teams are and how you came with the names?
Yeah, so we have 2 Mario Kart teams and 2 Super Smash Brothers teams. I like to let the teams pick their names on the Play versus platform. Giving the students the opportunity to pick a creative team name is kind of the fun as well.
So Izzy, what team are you on?
My team is called the Banana Team, and the other team that we also play with is called the Piranha Landslide Team, because that's a course name, and then the Banana Team is obviously one of the sabotages in the game.
That's really fun. And so to get on that specific team, you had to try out, correct?
Yeah, it was very competitive because everyone was kind of like just trying to do their best, but like playing against one another was super fun, and especially towards the end because we all grew so much as a team, and it was fun to play with each other.
We would love to know what both of your most favorite parts of esports are.
My favorite part was just like the group of people I got to play with, and I loved every single one of them, and it was just like so fun. And it was after school, so it was just a time to like relax from the long day and just do something that I love to do.
I think my favorite part is trying to create a community based around a shared interest and a shared hobby. Creating a safe space for students to come and talk about video games and talk about movies and all the other forms of media that they enjoy. It's a great experience to kind of create that community.
Coming to school and dealing with the pressure of a busy schedule can be a challenge. We have a story on mental health with St. Teresa's Academy reporter Muriel Gamble. She talked to an instructor who works with students throughout the school year.
We all have days where we struggle. Well, I got the chance to sit down with Coach Kogi, the physical education and health teacher here at STA. We discussed mental health and where you can find helpful resources.
So I think the first thing to recognize with mental health is that it's not something you have to experience alone. Finding someone to talk to can be really helpful with anything that you're going through. If you're experiencing big things like depression, suicidal thoughts, that's a great time to reach out to someone and get some help. But even littler things like stress, day-to-day stuff, feeling like you don't fit in, trying to find your place in the world, that's also a great reason to find someone to talk to kind of work through what you're going through so you're not going through that experience alone.
What should a student do if they're experiencing these symptoms?
So I think the first thing that they need to do is find someone to talk to, a trusted adult. We have great school counselors here on campus. I know a lot of schools have that resource available, a professional that they'll be able to speak to that they feel comfortable with. If those resources are not available, there is a new suicide and crisis hotline that you can call. The number is 988, and then the website is 988lifeline.org, and they have professionals that can speak to you 24/7 to help you out with whatever you're struggling with.
Thank you so much, Muriel, for that informational help. If you or someone you know is in crisis, contact the Suicide Prevention Lifeline at 988 or dial 911 in case of emergency.
I'm Bethany Poplow, and here at STA we have a large focus on the creativity and fine arts that all students can bring, ranging from musical theater to dance to journalism to art. Each year, the theater department has 3 main shows: a fall musical, a winter play. We also have a reader's theater. We have many art electives here, such as ceramics, painting, and drawing.
Experimental learning has helped teachers rethink a portion of their class to incorporate real-life learning experiences into their lesson plans.
It has provided off-campus experiences to encourage students to apply and evolve knowledge beyond the classroom. Reporter Caroline Malfer sat down with Experimental Learning Director Ms. Kelly Finn for more on this new outlook of learning.
So experiential learning is just taking learning outside the traditional 4 walls of the classrooms. So through strategic partnerships, we create experiences where students can apply authentic learning in conjunction with these partnerships.
We are starting to be known as our experiential learning opportunities. How do you feel about this as the director?
Well, I'm really excited because I think that this is something that is really distinguishing St. Teresa's within the Kansas City community, because not every school is able to offer these types of unique experiences. The majority of our classes have opportunities for students to be off campus and learning about sort of different topics and having experiences that they wouldn't normally have in their regular classroom.
Where were some of the places you went and what did you do?
I did an externship with J.E. Dunn, and that was through the Pathways program. I think it was a really good way for me to learn like the real world and prepare me for like beyond college even.
One of the ways STA is making history is through our own broadcasting and production class. This class televises live announcements daily. This amazing broadcast is put together by many students with the help of their teachers. It also requires an important space and important materials. Here's where all the magic happens.
What makes this class special is that we have a team of instructors working together to teach us the ins and outs of broadcasting and production. But there's a special connection among two of our teachers.
What is it like teaching the class off a book that you wrote?
Well, that's one of the biggest accomplishments I feel in my life right now is I was able to put together a book that can help students learn more about TV broadcasting and production, and using all the skills and experiences I've learned through the years is in that book. Everything that in the book is something I've done.
How is it like working with your daughter, coming into work?
It's thrills that a father could have, and being a parent and being able to work with your kids, no matter how the company is set up, is outstanding. It's a big deal for me to be able to work and see my daughter every day, and we work side by side. It's a good partnership.
Garcia, and this is Miss Williams, our broadcasting and production teacher.
BC is a broadcasting and production class where the students, they do a live broadcast every day to the whole student body. They write the scripts, they work the tech desk, and they do feature stories.
What is one thing that has evolved the most in TPC?
I would say our studio and the equipment. Thanks to the Haverty Foundation grant to expand our studio and our equipment, and we're so blessed to get that opportunity to gain more knowledge. Without that, it wouldn't be what it is till this day.
What is your favorite part of teaching TVC?
I would say the students and learning and seeing how they progress throughout their time in the course. I make it mandatory that they're on camera and they're learning the tech desk, being the technical director, and they're learning the ins and outs. It is an independent course, and they are fully driving this studio production every day. And I'm proud to see them learning and growing and improving and gaining confidence in themselves. And I can't ask for anything more as a teacher, that they're grasping all the information that we're giving them.
St. Teresa's Academy is full of people and opportunities we're thankful for every day. It's exciting because every student's favorite thing about STA makes it so unique to be a student here.
To exemplify some of these aspects of our daily life, reporter Riley Robin put together a segment about some of the students and teachers' favorite things about STA. Let's take a look.
What I love most about STA. What I love most about STA is
we love STA because
my advisory. The Star Shop and my friends.
All the teachers are really supportive and are willing to meet with you and make sure that you succeed in their class.
The clubs and extracurriculars.
I love our class at STA, second to none.
Sisterhood, clubs, teachers,
community.
I love the opportunities STA gives me to explore my faith and worship in the chapel.
It's our sports team and the commitment of coaches and teammates.
They have opportunities for any interest you could have.
I like going to the Learning Center for my frees. I get a lot done.
We love STA!
Alumni are a very special and important part of St. Teresa's and our legacy. I interviewed someone very special to me about her time at St. Teresa's. St. Teresa's Academy alumni meet very often with their high school classmates. From left to right, Diane Halloran-Drew, Patty Allen Stauffer, and Denise Halloran-Bohan, all class of 1970, find it very fun to see each other so often. Besides their private lunches, every year, STA holds reunions organized by class. In 2015, the friend group reunited fully for their 45th anniversary. Sadly, Diane Dirks passed shortly after their reunion to cancer. What does sisterhood mean to you?
It's so wonderful that you could go 10 years and maybe not see each other, where you've got your jobs, your college, but then pick up where you left off. And then the older we get, and you start to lose some of your friends, which is heartbreaking and won't get emotional, but sisterhood is something that stays with you, And I often laugh, that's probably one of the greatest gifts I got from St. Teresa's.
People cannot believe this when I tell them that every month we go out and get together. Still friends with high school friends, you know, and they can't believe it. And it's precious to me. And I love every minute of it.
What is your favorite STA memory?
But probably the senior class trip, that was a big deal. We didn't travel a lot. And the whole class got to go to Colorado at Union Station. It didn't matter who you were. Everybody got to go.
Oh, my favorite memory from St. Teresa's, I was class vice president, and we got to plan the senior skip day, and that was a fun thing to do. It was not like the school didn't know you're doing a skip day, but the senior skip day was a really big deal, and that was a lot of fun. That was one of my favorite memories.
What's it like interviewing with your grandmother?
It was very important to me, as I truly do look up to her and hope to follow in her footsteps when I grow older.
That's very special. My sister and I go to STA together. She is a senior. I can relate to this sisterhood and family connection because she is a role model for me as I grow through my years here at the Academy. It's been such a great broadcast. I'm so impressed with all the videos created by the TBC students. So inspiring.
I agree. Now as we reach our close, let's hear from the president of St. Teresa's, Dr. May Washington.
I hope you enjoyed today's program. As you've heard, students at St. Teresa's Academy are far from passive learners. With our rigorous experiential learning program and extensive network of community partners, students are part of the learning process. They become problem solvers and change makers while they're still in high school. They make connections that will benefit them for a lifetime, and they graduate with confidence, knowing that they can achieve anything that they put their minds to. Students at St. Teresa's develop a very deep understanding of what it means to love and serve dear neighbors and to give back to the community. Our Academy has one of the most rigorous service programs in the area, with students serving thousands of hours to better others' lives. There is often a misconception that a private school is not financially attainable for some. At our school, we work every day to ensure deserving young women have the opportunity to learn and grow with us. Currently, more than half of our students receive some form of financial assistance. We want our campus community to reflect the makeup of our broader society. We welcome and embrace a racially, religiously, ethnically, geographically, and economically diverse student body and school community. I invite you to learn more about our Academy by visiting our website at stastars.org. We would welcome an opportunity to visit with you and your daughter about a future at St. Teresa's Academy.